You're wrong. So halfway in between the front airline and the crown is the first tip of your diamond. So it's sort of about there, halfway in between the crown and the, and then it's coming on a diagonal going like that to the back of the ear. Hmm? No, she can just let it go through. Yeah. I know with the see-dos now, what Claire in Croydon's done, because she's having to think about, all right, okay, I've done my bit. Now the students are going to go and do it. I've got to switch the camera off. She's just started just leaves it running. The whole session. Right. So we can fast forward the bits that where she's helping students, and then just go from. Right, with your highlighting recipe as well. I don't know whether you've come across it yet. But this first back section, where it's going to just below the top of the ear, isn't it? If you're using extra wide foil, that's perfect. If it isn't, you'll get your students shouting when they get up to past this bit. Then they'll start saying, well, my foil's too, it's not wide enough, my foil's not wide enough. So if you drop that section down, so it's when the narrow bit of the head is, and just drop that line down, and then it stops that from happening.
You have to fill me in, is that on my right?
Yeah, I'll probably just go a little bit higher there though, just so that...
A bit too low?
Yeah, just to brass
get them to measure the top with a bit of foil.
Just to see where it goes to, and judge it by that, because in the video Adam used extra wide foil.
Yeah, we did.
See, yeah.
Noticed that.
So you won't have extra wide foil, you see, and when I did my video in, the sections aren't fitting in. How can they not fit in? And I was puzzled and I'm thinking, I know why.
Is that about right, or is that still too low?
You can still
point?
go up a little bit more, yeah, just on that point.
That
Just
point,
take the
isn't
point,
it?
yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Section the hair. Section from between the front hairline and the high point of the head to 4 centimetres above the ear and down to just above the occipital bone. Let's get the pre-section balanced on both sides and buff the hair out of the way. Standing at the back of the head, hold the top section of hair, brushing the hair up and away from you, using your hand close to the roots to support the hair. The object here is to keep brushing the hair into a hand so we can get the hair neat and tight to the head. Once we feel we have the hair tight to the head and on the high point of the head, we can then make our ponytail using a plastic band to secure the pony. Keep putting the pony through the plastic band till the band is so tight that you cannot make another hole to put your pony through. Then split the pony in two and squeeze the pony to get the pony super close and tight to the head. Let's have a head check. Hold the pony section, stand at the back.
Is that alright?
What on? I need a rubber. Oh! Do it again.
Brush the hair up and away from you. Use your hand to support the hair, make the pony on the high point of the head using a plastic band. Hold and pull apart to make the pony tight. Our job is now to make another pony on top of the pony we have just created.
Busy, busy.
We're videoing, in the middle of videoing. Do you want me to pause the video?
Only if it's not a real pain. I can come back.
Oh, we'll pause it. Go right, you're right. Yep, we're on. Pardon? Does it feel secure? Does it feel tight?
Feels secure, but probably not.
If you don't think it is, do it round another one time.
It won't go round another.
Oh, won't it? Oh, yeah, it will be secure.
She says.
No. No, but that's alright.
It's falling out here.
Don't worry, because it's not meant to be neat. It needs to look dishevelled, yeah, so that just go to your advantage, and when you do the hand rubbing action, you just probably don't do it as hard because you know it's going to come down.
It's just probably got layers in it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Only starting close to the root, 5 or 10 strokes, laying the background hair on top of each previous section. Use your arm in a horizontal position as a good tool to brush the hair over. Standing at the back of the head, brush the hair back and over your arm, which makes the brushing easier and will give the pony more width, shape and evenness. Brush the hair over your arm, smoothing the hair, but being careful not to brush out all the back combing. So in layman's terms, we want to smooth out the hair on top of the section we are brushing, but still leave plenty of back combing on the underneath of the section as our padding for the roll. Using our arm in a horizontal position, standing at the back of the head, brush the hair back and over your arm, using the brush gently to brush the hair back, focusing on smoothing the top of the section back, leaving that all-important back combing on the underneath, which is the feathers in our pillows, which will give us the padding we need when it comes to the roll. Continue working forwards, only smoothing out the top of each section, brushing the top of the section back, being aware of the evenness of the surface of the hair you are brushing. We want the surface to look as one, with no gaps, a sheen of hair together and clean. Leave out 2 front sections and secure the ends of the ponytail with a band a few inches up from the ends, being aware not to affect the shape of the hair above.
Do we need to pull that bit a little bit tighter than that out then? Or still do that the same?
What's that? That?
Yeah.
Do that exactly the same, but when you roll it in tighter. Yeah.
And brush this section out a lot. We want this section to look smooth with just a little back combing left in the middle of the hair. Holding up the pony with one hand so we have a clear view of the base of the pony. Walk around the head holding the small brushed out section, wrapping the section around the base of the pony. Make sure the hair goes under the front section that's still left out, and keep wrapping this hair around and around the head till you run out of hair.
There. Does that look alright?
Brilliant.
It's alright, isn't it? Won't want you to measure it, but you get the gist, don't you?
Just to say, yeah. Thank you.
Then
You can
the
follow it
end
now.
into the
Yeah,
base
it's easy
of
to
the
see on
pony.
them,
Make sure
isn't it? It's a good
it's
idea.
secure. This little method will hide the elastic band we originally put the second pony in with. Cheeky with the sweet spinning. Holding the end of the pony with our fingers hot.
So leaving out two
Two
sections at the
sections.
front, isn't
Yeah.
it? One to wrap around and one to
Yeah.
bring back over.
What does that mean? Wait. Right.
Ours aren't going to be as big as that anyway.
No, they're not,
Ours
because
aren't
that's
big,
right,
is it?
yeah,
You've
so
got
that'll
the
help
lengths.
you get it smaller anyway. So sort of one to your right, you probably want to.
More to the right than that.
Well, normally, but it depends how you've back combed it. But yeah, use that one to wrap round, and then your other one will smooth back out. There's the last thing
So
more or less
part
that
of
you
it
do.
then,
Yeah, just to wrap round it. Keep thinking somebody's coming in. It makes me look round.
Yeah,
It's
it's the door.
it is, isn't it? That's all right.
Horizontal, with our body firmly at the back. Roll the pony down onto the base, always checking for shape and symmetry. This is where using and looking into our mirror is gold. Standing at the back of the head, pin the hair you have just rolled into the base of the pony and secure into position. Always using your mirror to assess and tweak the shape. Using your pins now at the sides as well as the back, pinning the roll securely and tightly into place. Keep checking the shape, squeezing it, moulding it, manipulating it until you are happy the shape is balanced, tight and looking hot. And lastly, for added security, standing more towards the sides now with our back in the opposite position, pulling the roll forward, sticking more pins into the base so the shape is set and fixed. Let's have a little head check. Use your arm to brush the hair over, ensuring not to brush all the back comb out, but only smoothing out the top of each section. Leave out the two front sections.
It's worked really well with you both doing the same recipes, hasn't it? It almost like it's a bit of support for each other, isn't it?
I think I need a support one for her.
Well, if you've not delivered it, then you know. But it's nice, isn't it, that you can be there to discuss and ask a little question to each other as you're watching it. So as you're dressing it, then bits that where you've got our colour and walnut where it needs to
it's
come down.
don't
but don't think about doing it near you.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, yeah.
When putting your ponytail, and roll the ponytail down onto your base pin and secure to position. There is now only one piece of hair left out at the front of the roll. Lifting the roll up, brush out the hair on the front of the section, brushing the section carefully back, smoothing over your hand and over the roll, assessing your shape and balance and looking to create smooth hair. Grab hold of the hair with your fingers pointing towards the ceiling and turning your hand 180 degrees and at the same time pushing the hair into the base. Again, pinning the hair into the base and with the ends of the hair left out for effect. Gently back push the left out end with your fingers for a quirky touch. I love this method. Makes the hair look super cool, airy and modern. And it's not the sort of thing Granny has. A little bit of these Stafford hairspray hands ice. We are nearly home and dry. It's still too baggy around the side, so this is where we need to bring home the bacon by moulding the shape with our hands until we are completely happy, constantly looking in the mirror, taking a step back to look at the shape from a little distance, pinning more, teasing more. It's the devil in the detail that takes a shape from great to extraordinary. And extraordinary is where all the pot of gold is. So tenacity and tender loving care is needed. Much tighter and looks 10 times more killer. Using the palms of our hands to work round the hairline, rubbing at the roots for a dishevelled, contemporary, undone style. The roots.
Does it get you green?
Does.
Everybody always says that. one of the girls at Christmas said, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Sam, you've got to. He's like, oh.
Quirky touch. Mould the shape with your hands, use the palm of your hands and work around the hairline and finish with this one. What a cool cut of a shape. Elegant and young for day or night. Perfect for the theatre, right the way through to clubbing at the weekends. This recipe is enriching method which will definitely enrich your lives. These Stafford
it up a little bit, just to, yeah.
Mine just might need to come down a little bit.
No, I don't think it does, no. Because you're not going to ever get them identical, you don't.